Recently, there's a topic that's been coming up now out and about in Hollywood mostly. And depending on your point of view, it could be good news, could be bad news. I see it as, well, good news because, well, Hollywood writers approve a strike as shutdown looms. The writers have not gone on strike in 15 years, and the vote gives their unions the right to call for a walkout when their contract expires on May 1st. Now, personally, I think this is hilarious because, well, if I didn't think it was hilarious, I wouldn't talk about it. But I'm all for it because what could possibly go wrong? Most of the entertainment coming out nowadays is written poorly, acted well. I don't want to say acted poorly, but it's it's garbage, just absolute garbage. There's no plot. There's contrivance after contrivance, coincidence in order to move the story along, which one in a movie is okay, but when you rely on a coincidence every step of the way, that's just ridiculous. Hollywood is getting ever closer to a shutdown. Good. I don't know how much of this I'm going to read. This is a nice little long one. Let's see what it has to say. The unions representing thousands of television and movie writers said on Monday that they had overwhelming support for a strike. Do it. Just do it. Giving union leaders the right to call for a walkout when the writer's contract with the major Hollywood studios expires on May 1st. The union, which are affiliated East and West Coast branches of the Writers Guild of America, Screen Actors Guild, said more than 9,000 writers has approved a strike authorization with 98% of the vote. Ugh, I can't talk. Anyway, why am I talking about this? Well, there's a little thing going on. It's been getting more and more successful as each one comes out, where writers, artists, just generally creators, people who create media and stories and music even, are going out on their own. They're getting away from the Hollywood structure, the Hollywood machine, and they're finding other means. Decades ago, this was not an easy thing because people didn't have high quality cameras and microphones and just all these other things. Now, you have a high quality camera in your pocket most of the times, 4K videos, editing software at your fingertips that has free trials all over the place. In the media that I follow, we have Will Jordan, who goes by the Critical Drinker on YouTube, best known. He has numerous books. He is a published author. Yes, he got his own publisher, but he did it himself. What else do we have? Rippaverse Comics came out last year. Eric July has been extremely vocal when it comes to comic books and the direction that DC and Marvel has been going. So he put his money where his mouth is, quite literally, dropped $200,000 plus of his own money before asking his followers, his fans, his customers, before asking them for a dime. Now, whether you like him or not, whether you agree with his political views or not, he did this on his own without the help of anyone except interested customers. Shad Brooks, Shadversity, Night's Watch on YouTube, has been doing the same thing. This is going somewhere, trust me. Shadow of the Conqueror, he recently put out a graphic novel that I missed on Indiegogo, but again, a published author, which leads me to Ghost of the Badlands. This is something I wanted to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and refresh this. Ghost of the Badlands is a comic book being written by, oh goodness gracious, Razor Fist, and George Alexopoulos is the artist. Beautiful artwork. We're going to check it out in a second. But last night, it broke $103,000. They announced it on Friday Night Tights. If you follow that, I suggest you do. It's a great bunch of guys. You're not going to agree with everything they say, but they're funny. He announced it last night around 4 p.m. Central. By the end of the night, around 10 o'clock, it had hit 103,000. Let's go ahead and refresh this as I record the video to see where it's at. It's gone up to $127,445, 254% funded. Masked Phantom wanders the Arizona Badlands, 1890s. This is a Western comic, and the artwork is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I have no idea what the story is, but Razor Fist has also written two other novels that I want to get my hands on. As far as do you trust the content creator? I trust that he's going to do as good a job as he can and leave out any sort of ideological bullshit. He's going to write a story about the Old West with artwork that is beautiful. The creative team, Razor Fist, creator and writer of Ghost of the Badlands, known on YouTube. George Alexopoulos, you can find him on Twitter. His artwork is fantastic. What do you get for these books? 105. Yes, I'm shilling for this book. Absolutely 100%. This right here is a death knell. Let them go on strike. Let them go away and allow creators like Will Jordan, Rippaverse, Shad Brooks, and Razor Fist to rise to the top. There are many more that you can find. An alternate route to get your entertainment is out there, and it definitely should be promoted. Razor Fist came out and called it the Iron Age because it may not be pretty, it may not be as glorious as the big budget films you see on TV, but it looks like it's going to stand the test of time. This is not a first, and it won't be the last. In the deluxe edition, 150 pages, 105 black and white, some more of the artwork, absolutely fantastic. $10 for the digital version, $25 for the soft cover. $25 for a 100-page comic book, that seems pretty good to me, especially with this kind of artwork. We're going to keep going, absolutely. Release date, looks like they're going to be they're shooting for, it says summer, printing scheduled for autumn, shipping will begin in winter, hopefully maybe continuing after the new year. I cannot wait to see this. I'm excited about it. The artwork is beautiful. I will keep going on and on about the artwork. I'll talk more about this anytime this comes up. I am all in favor for separate forms of entertainment, away from the Hollywood shills that want to do nothing but forsake the story in order to push forth their message. What's happening today is failing. One comic book after another is being canceled. One show after another is being canceled because the stories are crap and they're filled with ideological messages of race changing, gender swapping, not giving the fans what they want, when all they want is a good story that follows something that came before it, that respects the lore that came before it. But this was a bit of a rant on the Hollywood writer's strike, which I can't wait to see. And it was also a bit of a shill for the Ghost of the Badlands. Go check it out on Indiegogo, please. This is a I mean, well, you don't have to. It's already been funded, so it's coming. I can't wait to see it. I'm getting it myself. But let me know what you think. Are you excited about the writer's strike? Do you think entertainment's going to get better? Is it going to get worse? It can't possibly get worse, but let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like, leave a dislike. I appreciate you making this far.